Okay, Ms. McKinney, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I am here to try to recoup costs that I've incurred with my daughter.
All right.
She's 9 years old. She's been with me since birth, and I'm paying for everything. I've been doing it all on my own.
All right.
Without a problem, but I've been doing it all on my own.
All right. And when you say all on your own, Dad isn't helping out financially at all?
At all.
Okay. And you said your daughter's 9.
Yes.
Is she involved in any type of extracurricular activities? That word always messes me up.
Yes, ma'am. Basketball, track and field, and tennis.
All right.
Meet Miss McKenna Mother, who's been carrying the weight of parenthood alone for 9 years. She came to court not for revenge, but for justice. Her daughter plays basketball, runs track, and swings tennis rackets. But her father, he's never paid a dime. And now she's done staying silent. The court listens, but will the father finally be forced to listen to? Stay with us because what's revealed next might just break the case wide open.
Does Dad pay for any of those?
No, ma'am.
How much are the fees associated annually with each one of those?
Annually, probably roughly $4,700.
All right. Is Dad aware that she's in these activities?
Yes.
All right. The extracurricular activities, does he attend those?
No, Your Honor.
So he doesn't pay for those?
No.
So what is the backstory? I mean, she's 9, so were you all in a relationship previously? Like, what happened?
We were in a situationship for a weekend.
What in the world is that?
The judge asks the big question. Does Dad contribute anything to his daughter's life? The answer, a flat no. Not a dollar. Not even for her sports dreams that cost nearly $5,000 a year. And when asked about their relationship, Miss McKinney drops a courtroom bombshell. It was a situationship for a weekend. The court is stunned. But just wait until you hear what that weekend really entailed.
Well, it was a little bit more than a one-night stand. It lasted approximately 72 hours. I was on business in Washington, D.C., and he was there for a teachers' conference. I met him at a nightclub.
Ooh, and I need to be careful what I ask.
Well, listen, the night grew long, and things happened within the next 72 hours.
Okay.
That's the extent of it.
Okay, and you got pregnant?
Yes.
Okay. Was he involved in the pregnancy?
Well, he was definitely there.
Well, no, throughout your pregnancy.
Oh, throughout? No, ma'am.
Okay.
She describes a 72-hour whirlwind in DCA business trip turned personal fast. A nightclub, a teacher's conference, and then a pregnancy. But from that moment on, she was alone. No calls, no check-ins, and definitely no father at her side. Her heartbreak echoes across the courtroom as she shares what came next. But the judge wants to know where was he when the baby arrived.
So you just literally had the baby, no help from him, nothing like that. Did he show up at the hospital?
No, he was late.
Okay. So did you all have a DNA test done?
No.
Does he know he's the father?
He doesn't think that he is, and he's the only Caucasian that I've ever been with, so.
Okay. So that's where the issue lies then. He doesn't believe he's the father, which is why he hasn't given you any money.
But he sent text messages, and he sent happy birthdays, you know, things of that nature.
When the baby was born, she waited and waited, but the father never showed. Not to the hospital, not to sign papers, not even for a photo. And why? He claims he doesn't believe the child is his. But she's clear he's the only Caucasian man she's ever been with. Could denial be his excuse to disappear? You won't believe the weak proof he uses next.
How is she doing? So I believe if he didn't care at all, he wouldn't send those text messages. Now, he's done that for the past 9 years. I've just never seen any greenbacks to follow those texts.
Okay. So when he arrived at the hospital, did he sign the acknowledgement of paternity?
No, Your Honor. When I meant he was late, the baby was already a week old at the time. I was already at home. We'd left the hospital. That's what I mean by late.
Oh, so he didn't show up at the hospital at all?
No, Your Honor.
So he didn't sign the birth certificate or any acknowledgement of paternity or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Text messages don't pay bills. Miss McKinney reveals that dad sends birthday texts but never sends a single dollar. And when the judge asks about legal paternity, turns out he didn't sign anything. No birth certificate, no acknowledgement, nothing. It's like she and her child were invisible. But no, it's his turn to speak hand. Things get heated.
So you're here today to do what exactly?
Well, I was hoping you would be able to help me, first and foremost, establish paternity.
Okay.
At this point.
All right.
And
we would definitely have to do that before any child support takes place.
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
No, that's pretty much it. I've just been doing everything on my own. In my heart of hearts, I know that he is the father. I have no doubt. I'm just needing assistance.
Okay. All right.
She's not just here for a check. She's here for the truth. She's here for the truth. Miss McKinney requests a paternity test. After years of silence and absence, she's finally putting it in front of a judge. She knows he's the father, but can science finally force him to take responsibility? It's his time on the stand next, and he's got a lot to say.
Sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is what she's saying. Now, let me be clear in my questions because I just realized that I probably shouldn't have asked that question like that. Now, bypass all the 72-hour stuff that she talked about, right? Mm-hmm. Now, she's pregnant.
She was.
Okay, you were not involved in that process at all in terms of the pregnancy.
Look, let me just start off by saying that most of what she said is essentially true. Okay. Although there's some giant omissions in there and some things that you need to take into account to get the full picture.
The father steps up and admits most of her story is true, but there's more to it. He says things she left out. He claims she's hiding the full picture. Could there be a twist, or is this just the start of his defense? You won't believe the context he's about to drop.
Well, does it involve the 72-hour
thing? We were involved approximately that amount of time, yes. Okay. That sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't want to know any specific details about that.
I'm not here to give you the details of it. I'm just here to tell you that we were in an intimate relationship on and off for about 72 hours, yes.
Okay. So after you found out she was pregnant, what happened?
Well, first, let me add some context to everything before I answer that, Your Honor. She works for the federal government.
He confirms the 72-hour fling and insists there's more to the story. But when asked what he did after learning she was pregnant, he deflects. Instead, he shifts the focus, saying her job pays more than his. Is this a dodge or a defense? Then he drops a bomb about her career. This courtroom's just warming up.
I'm a teacher. I'm a high school teacher. She makes significantly more money than I do. I make about $60,000 a year. I don't know the exact figure of her annual income, but I know it's a lot more than that. She's in far better position to support her daughter than I would be, and what she's asking for.
You said her daughter, so you truly don't believe this is your child?
I am willing to accept that it may be, but we've not done a DNA test. What she said about being only with one Caucasian man, I have no way of knowing if that's true. She's lied before to me. So don't take, she was honest with a lot of the stuff she said fairly.
But claims she's better off earning more, living better. But when the judge asks point blank, do you believe this is your child? His answer is far from confident. He says, he doubts. Maybe. He blames her honesty. He blames her honesty. But there's more. He's hiding something big next. He drops another baby into the mix.